Hello everyone. Today you're going to compose a 4-bar melody showing how you can use passing and auxiliary notes. So I thought I'd do one with you today in a different key, and then you can go back and do the task in D major as per your assignment. So let's do one in F major. So the first thing I'm going to do, I've drawn my bar lines because I need 4 bars, and I'm then going to write my key signature, because remember it goes clef, key signature, time signature, according to the alphabet. C for clef, K for key, and T for time. So if I'm doing F major, I'm going to have a B flat, and it needs to be common time, which I can write as C, or I can write 4/4. And then I do the same here, and the same here for the bass clef. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lay out the chords in the bass part. And this is nothing fancy, you're just writing the straight chords of 1, 4, 5, 1. So 1 in the first bar, 4, 5, and 1. So the first thing I need to do is work out what my chords will be. So I'm going to quickly write out my F major scale: F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E, F. And I'm going to be building the chord on number 1, not 2, not 3, number 4, number 5. So I can build my chord F, A, C, and chord 4 is B flat, D, F, and chord 5 is C, E, G. Make sure you get this step right, otherwise if you've got mistakes it'll cause problems. And then I simply just write those notes in the bass clef of my bottom line. So the first chord is chord number 1, F, A, C. So I'm going to write it nice and low down here. So again, I'm not worried about making it look fancy. I'm just writing the plain chord, and I've chosen to write it low down so that it doesn't get in the way of my melody. Then bar number 2 is going to be chord 4, B flat, D, F. Bar number 3 is going to be chord 5, C, E, G. And remember to write your notes at the beginning of the bar to also indicate the length of those semi-breves. And then the last bar is going to be chord 1 again, F, A, and C. Okay, so now the top line over here is to show a melody that I'm going to write using only harmony notes. That means in bar 1, I'm only going to include notes that are F, A, or C. Obviously, this will result in quite a disjunct melody with quite a few leaps, and that's why eventually we were going to put in some passing and auxiliary notes. Okay, so I'm obviously going to start on an F because it's good to start on the tonic and end on the tonic. And this is your choice, any combination of F, A, and C. Sorry, it's a bit squashed. Then I have chord 4 in the second bar, so I can use the harmony notes B flat, D, and F. B flat, D, and F. I'm going to write a D and a B flat and 2 Fs. Then bar number 3 is C, E, and G. I'm going to write a minim. And then just a long semi-breve F at the end. So you can see this would sound da 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 da. It's pretty, but it's got a few leaps, and so the next step is now to add in some passing notes and auxiliary notes to embellish the melody. Okay, so let's have a look first of all here. I can definitely add a passing note in between these two. Now you have to look at, now I'm adding a note, so I've got 4 crotchets in the bar, so something has to change because I can't add another crotchet. It would be then 5 crotchets in the bar, which wouldn't work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an unaccented passing note between F and A here, so between the beats, which means that this note is going to become a quaver so that I can put a quaver in here. So they kind of share their beat. Okay, so those are both going to become quavers. And then I can do it again between A and C. I can add a B flat. And I think I'm going to again add an unaccented passing note. And in fact, I can beam all of those quavers together. My beaming rules allow me to do that. So now instead of da da da, I've got da 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 and going to the C, da. Okay, now I've got two repeated notes, harmony notes, so I can add an auxiliary note. I can go one tone up or a semitone up or a semitone down or a tone down. So I think I'm going to go up to the D. And I think I'm going to make it an accented auxiliary note, which means that I'm going to place it on the beat over here. So this note is going to stay a crotchet, and this note is going to share its beat, its note value. Okay, so it can get a little confusing, but just think about it that basically I'm adding a note, so one of the notes has got to share its note value with the new note, and you have to decide which one it's going to be, and that will also determine whether you've got an accented non-harmony note or an unaccented one. Okay, so da 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 da. Now here again, two harmony notes, I can add a passing note. I'm going to make it unaccented so it can share with this one. Da da da. Now here I can still add passing notes even though there's more than one space. So I can go from the B flat, and now obviously this was a crotchet, and here I've got three notes. So let's do Reese a favor today. Let's add a triplet. I can turn that into a triplet because three quavers under a triplet sign equal one crotchet. Da 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 da. Little auxiliary note going down. Da da da. Okay, now this bar here, I think I'm going to leave the minim. It's nice to have a bit of a longer note. And I'm going to add a passing note over here. Da, da. Okay, that crotchet becomes two quavers. Da, dum. And now it is much more interesting. Da, 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 becomes da 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 da. Might be nice to have a little staccato note there as well. And that's it. So have fun with yours, and I look forward to seeing them.